Hello everyone, Greg King here and welcome to my video on how to make money on YouTube by posting videos and ranking #1 on Google in mere minutes, guaranteed. Now in this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 major stumbling blocks of why people don't want to be in front of the camera and do videos. Then I'm going to actually share some different alternatives without putting yourself on camera. Then in a moment, I'm going to also put a link below in the screen and in the comment section of how powerful the system I'm going to show you works, how consistent it is. And once again, in a moment, I'm going to actually share with you some examples of how powerful this is and how you need, not just you, but every business needs to have this system of creating more bona fide buyers and reducing ad costs to basically not much. Now, actually, by 60, 70, by 100%. For me, it was 100%. So I'm just being a little more conservative about it. Now, the 3 major objections that people have in regards to photo or video themselves, the #1 objection is not wanting to get in front of the camera. That's a big one. The #2 is don't really want to get in front of the camera again. That's the second biggest one. And the third biggest objection about doing videos is not wanting to get in front of the camera. That's what it is. It's really tough because I know in my first couple of videos, I really had to bite the bullet. My great-great-great-grandmother, who was just going in for cataract operation, said I had the most handsomest face. I was also quite tall and dark and handsome as she was looking at the bathroom door that's 6 foot tall and made of mahogany. So I don't know if I had much. Thanks, Grandma. Anyways, what you can use is, maybe you can use, I got some pictures here that you may want to be able to see here. You could use this one. It's a little young, so I don't know about the credibility. Or maybe this one. That works sometimes if you want to have that little cowlick thing. And the third one, I don't really recommend. I think the credibility may not work, but who am I to decide, right? So I'm going to break this up into a couple of parts on how to make money on YouTube by posting videos and rank #1 on Google in mere minutes, guaranteed. Now, the first part is what scares people, and I mentioned before, is filming themselves and showing it to the world on YouTube. That is probably the #1 fear to stop people from actually doing this. And I'm going to share with you, not in depth, I'm going to leave that to the next video, but I'll share with you how you don't need to put yourself on in front of a camera. In fact, with e-commerce, most people don't even want to see you in front of a camera. So if you've got a platform like Shopify or any other e-commerce platforms, don't show your face. I mean, that's a real benefit not to. Now, if you are in real estate or something that you have to get relatedness, and one is the marketing figure, yeah, then you have to do it. But I would strongly suggest not. I do because my niche is me. It's not a product. I am the product. So I put myself out there. It was tough the first couple of times. I'm not going to lie about it. It's the first video. I was just one big piece of duh. This way, what I'm going to share with you, how you use Keynote. I use Keynote because I'm on a Mac, and how you can just talk behind it, or you can use a couple other different programs. And once again, I'm going to get a little more in depth in the next video. So the first part, once again, is not using your face on videos. The next is how you can use this process, and which I'm going to put the link again on the screen and in the comment center of how you rank this in mere minutes on Google and YouTube. It's phenomenal, like in mere minutes. So what we're going to do is, I've used this before, is a drone. Drones was like e-commerce. People don't want to see your face again. So I'm looking for a drone. I'm a bona fide buyer because anyone looking for products online and searching online on Google are red hot bona fide buyers. That's why this process is so incredibly strong. So you look down and you go to Google, and on the right hand side you see some drones, and those are all paid ads, and those are probably Amazon's or eBay's or Shopify or one of those other platforms. Then you go down, you see some more that are all for sale. And you know what? Tell me which ones stand out. Like, it's great to see it, but nothing really stands out. Then I scroll down a little bit more. Then I see the carousel from Google, and I still see some more videos here, and that's awesome. So what if, and I'm going to use my example again, you're going to see my ugly mugshot again. So I would think, as an example, what if you had a drone store and you did video just explaining drones and your product on drones? So if you went from here and to here, but instead of going, and once again to here, but instead of going here and seeing 3 different people on the carousel, you went to here and it was all your drone store on the carousel, or all any e-commerce, whether it be skin or maybe accessories for iPhones or computer accessories. You would stranglehold the carousel, and instead of actually going to here and looking down and seeing videos as you go into the carousel, instead of doing that, you saw this. Your store once again completely dominating the first page, like putting a stranglehold. Like, would that not be cool? Like, is that not cool, or what? You imagine when people go to Google, over 70% of the public now goes to Google, then goes to YouTube. So you would actually stranglehold the carousel, stranglehold the videos on Google search, and you can see these are the videos on Google search, and stranglehold the carousel. How powerful that would be for your business, how you would crush the competition, and you'd be head and shoulders above the competition. So the second part of this is how this process works. And once again, with the link, I invite you to look at it. It goes a little more in depth on how powerful it is, but I'm just going to show you some examples and you decide if it makes sense or not. First example, organically posted. Keep in mind, this is all organically. These are not paid ads. These are organically grown ads. And I hit the first page on YouTube, the ranking on YouTube, on Google, and first on the carousel. It took 4 minutes. Second example, same idea. It took under 2 minutes. And we're talking about, and this is a funny, ironic thing. It says how to rank #1 in 24 hours on YouTube. I did it in 1 minute. I bumped him out in 1 minute. And it's not about being better. It's all about how powerful this program works. I mean, it's not, you don't have to wait 3 or 6 or 9 months to actually organically grow up onto page 1. You're getting on the page 1 immediately on Google, YouTube, and the carousel. Next example, same idea. This took 9 minutes, and I think the main thing was Google was a little slow that day. Now, what's interesting is this guy here, who is Neil Patel. He's been around. He's quite a major marketer in the business, and you can see I bumped him out in 8 minutes, where he had this for 5 years. So this is not something that you're going to have to work on and work on and work on. Once you get the system down, it's automatically boom. You're in. Next one, 3 minutes. Once again, Neil Patel here and here. I knocked him out, and I can't see it, it's too small. But one was 2 years ago, one was 2 months ago, another's a year ago. You get the gist, like it just happens immediately. Next example, once again, organically grown, first on YouTube, first on Google, first on the carousel, 6 minutes. Now, what's interesting is not only am I first, but because I'm getting loving from YouTube now, and let me explain that, is once there are videos put up, Google starts to give you some loving and sees you as a niche, an expert in your niche. So, like for example of the drones, is if you put up videos of your drone store and drone products, and how to handle drones safely, and limits of drones and battery lives of drones, like just good information stuff. YouTube is going to look at you and say, wow, this guy is a real, or this guy or gal, I'm going to sound sexist here, and knows what they're doing, and we're going to give you extra love, and we're going to start grouping your videos together. Next one, same idea, 6 minutes. And you can see again, they're starting to group my videos again. And first page here, and like all done within 6 minutes. Now, typically what happens, it goes on to YouTube first, and that's the power of YouTube, is it goes to YouTube, and once you get some authority in YouTube, it automatically migrates over to the #1 search engine in the world, Google. So you've got the #1 search engine, the #2 search engine, and you've got both search engines completely strangled. 2 minutes. #1 in Google, YouTube, and the video carousel, 2 minutes. Now, once again, I don't want to be tooting my own horn. This is all an example. This is not a one-off. This is something that happens constantly. This is something that once you get the system down that Paul has, it just does it literally immediately. Now, as the videos start to mature, you can see here, this is when you start to get the stranglehold on the page. And it's a known fact that if you're on page 2, you might as well be on the last page and go home, because most people go down 5 or 6 or 7, maybe, but that's it. And if they see your business, your store, and your product that you're selling, and they're not going to go any further, they're going to hit you. Like 9 times out of 10, they'll go to you because they feel you have authority in selling drones or selling your product. Example 10, 100% positioning on the page. So once again, as this matures, this is just 100%, and this is all in the Google search. So YouTube has migrated all these videos over to YouTube. So when someone is looking at YouTube, or sorry, looking at Google, your business is just going to come up right up. Also, this is the carousel. And you can see here with my mugshot, it would be fitness center or drone or camera supplies, iPhone supplies. It could be, anything that's your business. And you make sure that your business, you have a logo. I mean, that's really important. My branding is my face. Your branding would be the logo of your store. That way you never have to put your face on YouTube. So this one, I put a slightly different search, and guess what? I stranglehold the first page of the carousel. Not only that, I put a slightly different search in again, and 3 more of my videos came out. So if people are putting in for your drones with 4K, drones with cameras, drones under $1,000, you can possibly see how you can stranglehold all of it with your business. So if you could reduce your costs, you could get in front of hot buyers. You could stranglehold the first page of Google, the first page of YouTube, and the YouTube carousel. And you could do it all by videos without having to actually make a video. Would you do it? Heck, I would. This will crush the competition. This will have buyers coming to you first and explode your business. If you've liked my video and found it informative, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss another video, and leave a message in the comment section. We'll see you on the next video.